If you search building automation salary online, you're going to find a bunch of generic numbers from career websites that have never actually talked to anybody in the industry. So in this video, I'm going to give you the real numbers, what people are actually making at every level of this career. Entry level, mid-level, senior, and roles most people don't even know exist. I've been in the industry for many years. I've been the guy getting paid entry-level wages. I've been the guy at the top end. I know what these jobs actually pay. And I'm also going to tell you exactly what moves the needle and what gets you from one salary level to the next faster than anyone else. Before we get into the numbers, let me explain why the data you find online is almost always wrong. Sites like Glassdoor, Indeed, and Bureau of Labor group building automation technicians in with general HVAC and electrical workers. They're not tracking our specific field. The result is salary ranges that are way too low and don't reflect what experienced control people are actually earning. I've seen senior BAS engineers making 40% more than what those sites would have you believe is the top range. The numbers I'm giving you today come from experience of being in the industry, working alongside people at every level, negotiating my own salaries, and knowing what companies are actually paying right now. These are real, not averages pulled from outdated surveys. Let's start at the beginning, entry level. You're coming in as a junior installer or helper with basic electrical or HVAC knowledge, or a beginner's control tech. You're looking at $45,000 to $58,000 a year, depending on your market. Major markets like New York, Chicago, LA, Seattle, you're towards the top of that range or above it. Smaller markets, you might start closer to the bottom. Now, I know some of you are thinking, that's not that impressive. But here's what makes it different from other entry-level jobs. Number one, your learning skills compound fast. Every month you're on the job, you're worth more. Number two, overtime. In this industry, overtime is common, especially during commissioning and project phases. Entry-level guys pulling 55 to 60 hours a week are taking home significantly more than their base salary. Number three, the ceiling is high. Entry level is temporary if you're paying attention and learning fast. Most people I've seen who come in hungry were out of the entry level within 18 months to 2 years. That entry level is just the starting point, and honestly, the jump to the next level is faster than most people even know. Next level, service technician. This is where most people spend the bulk of their early career, and honestly where the biggest jump in pay can happen. Once you can independently troubleshoot systems, work with BAS software, diagnose faults, and handle service calls on your own, you're looking at $58,000 to $78,000 a year. What gets you here faster than anyone else? Software knowledge. The guys who learn the software. Niagara, Medisys, Siemens, whatever platform your company uses. Move up faster and get paid more. Simple as that. A service tech who can do basic programming is worth significantly more than one who can only troubleshoot hardware. If you're in service right now and you haven't dug into the software side yet, that's your next move. The skill alone can add $10,000 to $15,000 to your annual salary. Now here's where it gets interesting, because this next level is where most people get stuck. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Project engineer or senior technician level. This is a $75,000 to $103,000 range. At this level, you're either leading projects from the start to finish, submittals, installation, oversight, programming, commissioning, or you're the senior technical resource a company calls when something complex needs figured out. What separates the people from the bottom of this range from the people at the top? Certifications and manufactured training. A Niagara certified technician commands more money. Someone with Johnson Controls, Siemens, or Schneider manufacturing certifications is more valuable to employers and end users. Also, the ability to communicate with clients and engineers. The technical skills will get you in the door at this level. The communication skills determines where you land in the range. I've seen people stuck at $77,000 for years because they couldn't present themselves professionally to clients. And I've seen others shoot well past $95,000 because they could walk into a boardroom and explain a complex system in plain English. But none of those compare to the role most people in the industry don't even know exists. And that's what I'm covering next. Now for the level that most people don't know exists. Enterprise Site Administrator, BAS Manager, Controls Engineer at a large facility, campus, or data center. This is a $95,000 to $130,000 range in high cost of living markets or specialized facilities like data centers, hospitals, or pharmaceutical plants. I've seen higher than that. At this level, you're not just technical, you're managing vendors, overseeing contractors, making budget decisions, handling energy management, and often reporting to directors and executives. This job is part technical, part project management, part IT. And the people who get here aren't necessarily the most technically gifted in the room. They're the ones who combine solid technical knowledge with the ability to manage, communicate, and think through complex issues. This level also comes with benefits that field positions often don't. Stable hours, indoor work, professional development budgets, job security that's hard to match anywhere in the trades. And here's what nobody talks about. It's not just the salary that changes at this level. Everything changes. Quick note on location because it matters a lot. The same job title in different markets can vary by 20 to 30% in salary. Top paying markets right now: New York, San Francisco, Seattle, Boston, Chicago. Mid-market: Dallas, Denver, Atlanta, Phoenix, really any mid-sized city. If you're in a smaller market and you're willing to relocate, that move alone could be worth $15,000 to $25,000 a year without a single promotion. But you can still make good money in those smaller markets. Remote work is also becoming more common on the software and engineering side of building automation. Not everywhere, but it's growing. If you can get into the remote control engineering, role-based and high-paying markets, that's a significant advantage. Building automation is one of the highest-paying skilled trades that most people have never heard of, and the ceiling keeps going up as buildings get smarter. If you're just getting started trying to level up, the path is clear. Learn software, get certified, and don't stop growing. I still learn every day. Next week, I'm covering the exact certifications that move the needle the most in the industry. Which ones are worth your money and which ones you can skip. Subscribe so you don't miss it and drop a comment below. What level are you at right now and what's your next target? I read every single one. See you next week.